Hi everyone, and welcome to this PS5 Pro unboxing video. Alongside this PS5 Pro, I also have a disk drive because, it's an all-digital console, sadly. But I know these boxes are pretty big to fit on screen, but I'll do my best to show everything off in the video here. Let's go ahead and get started. Right away, opening it, PS5 Pro. Sorry I can't get the whole thing in here. The box is just huge. Now let me pull it out of its outer box. Let's show this thing off. Nice. Let's get some of the side profiles here. So here you can see it's supposed to be a stronger PlayStation. Let's look at everything here. Nice. And I did order this one directly from the PlayStation website. That's why it usually comes with these little PlayStation logo stickers, if you can see that. All right. Let's go ahead, not waste any time, and pull this thing out so we can see the whole thing. Nice, that was a smooth cut in one go. Let's get into what's on the inside. Man, I just could not wait to get this. From the day it was announced, it was an instant pre-order for me. Going into a little bit more about the Pro, if you don't know what it is, it's basically just a stronger PlayStation. It is the strongest console on the market right now. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like out of the box. Okay, right away, looking in here, we can see it comes with I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm going to assume these are stilts for the console to stand or to be on its side. Not sure, but I'll find out. Next, we have the power cord. All right, there are now two side components here in the box. In the first one, I believe this is the remote or control. Look at that. Man, there's always a new joy opening up a new console, a childhood joy, I should say. All right. Comes with a DualSense. Moving on to the next. Okay, cool. So you have a USB-C to USB-C charging cables for the remote or controller, I should say. So I believe this might have been new starting with the Slims, but I know with the Pro, this is also a first time. My standard PS5 comes with a USB-A to USB-C port, and this is actually nice having USB-C to USB-C. I'm upgrading from the original PS5 to a PS5 Pro, so again, this is very exciting for me. HDMI cables. This is pretty standard nowadays for any video game console. Basically every video game console comes with HDMI cables now, and has for a while now, I should say. All right, let's get into the console. I'm assuming it's gonna be right in here. And yes, it is. Let's pull this out. At the very bottom here, let's look and see. We have an instruction manual for the PS5 Pro. To be honest, not gonna read through this. I'm just gonna wing it. Okay, so the moment we've all been waiting for, the PS5 Pro. Now, honestly, I'm pretty surprised. Look at how thin this thing is. It could be because it's digital, no disk drive attached, but we're gonna change that soon. Let's pull off these covers. Okay, right away, looks like another manual fell out. Quick start guide. Pull through this. Oh, it's in color. That's actually pretty cool. Now, I'm also not going to read this at all, but you know, again, just wing it. And for the actual console itself, look at those stripes right there, right away. Let's pull this thing out. Look at that. The PS5 Pro, and honestly, it doesn't even feel that heavy, surprisingly. That's very strange. Also, if you are also upgrading from the basic PS5, you now have 2 USB-C ports up front, and it looks like 2 USB-A ports in the back. Let's just go ahead and admire this console. Look at some of the details on this. So 3 stripes to indicate it is a Pro compared to the Slim's 1 stripe. You got some PlayStation logos right here. Flipping it over, similar to the other PS5 consoles out right now, you got the PlayStation logo up here as well, and 3 stripes on both sides. Now this thing is really nice, not what I was expecting at all. It's a lot slimmer than I was expecting, but it feels just about as tall as the original launch model. So I'm going to put this thing off to the side real quick, and let's go ahead and open up that disk drive to attach it to this boy. And here's the disk drive. Let's go ahead and get into it. This box was a lot harder to get into. And the disk drive. Nice. So I was a bit disappointed to find out that this disk drive, did not, or that the PS5 Pro did not come with a disk drive. But, when I found out the PS5 Pro was coming out, I found out it wasn't gonna have a disk drive. I pre-ordered this thing, or I should say I ordered this disk drive right away. So let's go ahead and cut right into this and see what it looks like. Alright, so I had to get this. I am a big fan of physical media, as you can tell from my channel if you've seen my other videos. I'm always buying discs and collector's editions, so I have to make sure to keep that going, and in order to do that, I had to cop this disc drive for the PS5 Pro. Right away, something fell out of here. Let's go ahead and see what it is. More of these. Again, not sure what they are, but I'll find out soon. Pulling this out first. Okay, looks like a case or shell for the disk drive itself. And in here as well is the actual disk drive. Pull this out. So look at that. Not a lot of people see an actual disk drive on its own. I mean, unless you've bought the slim versions and upgraded to the disk drive. Pretty nice. Looks like a pretty simple plug-in once you get the plastic coverings off of the PS5 and just plug it in. And lastly, an instruction manual. Let's go ahead and try to connect this thing. All right, back to the PS5 Pro. Let's see if we can get this shell off. Nice. Right away, this thing pops right off. It's way simpler than the original PS5, than the launch version. And right away here, we can see we have the insert here for the disk drive. This is where it's going to sit, around here. So let's go ahead and put it on. Looks like these teeth right here are going to plug into these arrows. Okay, and you just push it right into place. As far as I know, that seemed easy enough. Now let's see if I'll have to open this thing back up to see if it was even put on correctly. Time to slide this disc plate on. And with that snap, it's in place. Now let's take a look at it with a disk drive. Look at that. Look how nice that is. Now it is a little bulkier now. It does have some weight to it now, but you know, worth the trade-off. I'd much rather have the ability to play physical discs, but it's all good. Has a little button on here. Nice. Let's go ahead and compare it to the original launch PS5. Here you can see the two consoles put right next to each other, side by side. One is much, I would say, thicker. It's definitely a thicker model, and the Slim is, you know, pretty thin in comparison. The original launch console does stand a little taller than the Pro model, but other than that, the Pro model beats it in power, and it also beats it in size in terms of, you know, the most convenient to have in your household. But yeah, so that concludes this video. Thank you for watching, and if you did like, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to help me bring more content like this to all of you. Thanks all.